Slash is used to start a command. Now that's a pretty basic symbol, but there exist a lot more symbols with functionality in Minecraft. The section sign, for example, is used to add colors to your text or to change your text's text style. Adding certain numbers and letters after this sign creates different colors and styles. Here's all the different combinations. Another symbol is the @ symbol. It's used to select targets for who or what your command will be executed on. This symbol is used together with letters. Type @S to target yourself, @P to target the closest player, @R to target a random player, @A to target all players, and @E to target all entities. Entities in Minecraft are things that have the ability to move. Unlike blocks, they don't have to be broken and then placed again for the thing to change its position. Examples of entities are mobs and players. A great way to figure out if something is an entity or not is with the /TP command. I'll come back to how to do this later in the video. Tildes refers to your own coordinates. In commands, they're usually used 3 at a time. The first tilde refers to your X coordinate, the second to your Y coordinate, and the third to your Z coordinate. If you put numbers directly after one of your tildes, it will either add or subtract from your coordinate values based on whether your number is a positive or negative number. Let me explain. If you type 1 after your second tilde, it basically means your Y coordinates +1. If you type -1 after your second tilde, however, it means your Y coordinates -1. This applies to the other coordinate axis as well. Circumflexes refers to your directions. They're also usually used in sets of 3. The first circumflex refers to your right and left, the second to over and under you, and the last to in front of and behind you. Like tildes, putting numbers behind these symbols alters where your command will be executed. For the first circumflex, adding positive numbers will execute your command at a certain number of blocks to your left, depending on what number you add, whilst negative numbers will execute your command at a certain number of blocks to your right. The second circumflex will either execute your command at a specified number of blocks over you if your added number is positive, or under you if your added number is negative. The third and last circumflex will either execute your command at a specified number of blocks in front of you if your added number is positive, or behind you if your added number is negative. Type square brackets to add an array, which is a set of data. Inside of these brackets, you can add selectors like type equals, x equals, y equals, z equals, and r equals. Each of these array elements are separated by commas. You might remember that I told you that I would teach you a great way to find out if something is an entity or not with the /TP command. Well, I'll teach you how to know that you know how to use square brackets. Type /TP @E, then start an array, add the type equals selector, then type in whatever you want to see if it is an entity or not, and if it pops up as a suggestion here while typing, it is an entity. If not, it's not an entity. Curly brackets are used to create compounds. Compounds can hold multiple statements in them, which if used correctly can make something happen when you execute your command. You can, for example, add NBT data to items with these brackets. NBT data are attributes that you can give to items. Examples of these attributes are Minecraft:can_destroy, which makes an item able to destroy specified blocks in adventure mode, and Minecraft:can_place_on, which makes an item able to be placed on specified blocks in adventure mode. Every statement in a compound is separated by commas. Exclamation marks are used to invert a specification. When typed in before your specification like this, it'll make it so that instead of your command targeting your specification, it targets everything except your specification. Let's look at this command here as an example. /TP @E brackets type equals cow end brackets @S. This command will teleport all cows to yourself when executed. Let's now add an exclamation mark to see how this affects the command. The following is the altered command. /TP @E brackets type equals exclamation mark cow end brackets @S. This command will teleport everything except cows to yourself when executed. Backward slash plus an N in the /tellrow command adds a line breaker. This is great if you want to post a list in chat, for example. Using the backward slash together with an N here can make your list of things a lot clearer to understand instead of just typing everything in without line breakers. The punctuation mark is used to create decimal numbers in your commands. This is very useful in the /playZone command command, for instance. When choosing a pitch for your sound to play in, it can be very annoying to just have to choose between integers, as the sound will sound very different from the original sound. By choosing decimal numbers, your sound can be a bit different from the original sound without it being totally different. Just listen here. If I only use integers, however, this new sound doesn't really resemble the original. Additionally, using decimal numbers will also allow you to be able to pitch down a sound. One is the original pitch, so if you write 0. whatever you want, you can pitch down a sound. If you only use integers and just type 0, however, there won't be any sound at all. Want to learn more about the /play sound command? Watch this video here. Thanks for watching.